Howdy, welcome back. My name is Oatmealand, and this is Let's Play EU4 Novgorod. I still have to try that every time. And what we're currently doing is trying to take this province from Lithuania because it's required to have either Ryazan or this province in order to form the Russian nation, which is something that we're pretty interested in doing. Hopefully we'll be able to get Ryazan as well, but without a border with Tula, we can't fabricate a claim on Ryazan for some reason, the province of Ryazan. So we can't get a CB, so we're guaranteeing their independence as well as these guys' independence. These two being allied with Ryazan, so maybe we'll get pulled into a war. Additionally, when we control these two provinces, which is what we're going to try to take in the peace, we'll be the only people, this being our vassal, we'll be the only group of people with a border with Tver. So we won't have to worry about someone else declaring on them because we'll just cancel military access. Here, I'm going to reset my timer. Okay. So that's the plan. Take these two provinces. The reason that we decided to go into war now is that they're getting their ass handed to them, like seriously, by the Ottomans, giving us this just brief chance to take a couple provinces and run. I don't want to take the attrition here. Looks like winter's over, so no more attrition. Good. We took that province. Now I guess we're gonna run the general down here to take this province. Crimea being at war with these guys, Ottomans being at war with these guys. I'm just checking to make sure that nobody's in a position to declare on me. The Golden Horde getting their they were doing well, but now they just got gangbanged. These guys being at war. Perm could definitely declare on me. With their alliance with the Livonian Order, Moscow, and Ryazan, it would definitely make sense for them to declare on me. But they were supporting rebels over here, the Olaric rebels, who will, once they get any more provinces, will defect to Perm. And as I said last time, there's a shot that they'll be able to convert these Sunnis. I'm just gonna leave Perm alone for now. They're kind of out of the way. I do want to take over their Orthodox provinces eventually, but it's not a priority. Moscovoy declared war on Kazan, citing reconquest as their casus belli. Well, I think last time Moscow took this province, they couldn't hold it. Rebels rose back up and rejoined Kazan. So the only problem will be is if the Golden Horde takes this province and Kazan doesn't have a border, the rebels will be less strong. And that'll be one more province that we have to take and then sell, because I don't want to hold it. Take and then sell in order to get Moscow, which is needed, once again, for the... I'm not going to give... okay, is needed to form the Russian nation. Not gonna give military access to these guys. That'll keep two troops away from the Moscow war. So I'm gonna say no. I don't want Moscow to take this province. I don't want Moscow to win this war. It's quite possible that Moscow will have its ass handed to them and lose a province, which would be bad, but I don't think so. I think it's much more likely that there'll be a white peace if they're losing. Good. Crimean troops. Awesome. A diplomatic insult casus belli on Ryazan would mean that I could declare on them. Even though I have a hard time getting casus belli without it, although diplomatic insult casus belli doesn't last very long. And I'm not really in a position to go to another war because I can't really take Ryazan. Reason being, I'm gonna have serious overextension issues. These two provinces. And we learned our lesson about the dangers of rebellion last time. No. I'll be able to fabricate a claim on Tula at my leisure. I'm gonna try to ease the tension. I just don't think I'll be declaring war on them within the duration of that CB. They only last a few months, maybe a year. And I really won't be ready to take their provinces in that time, so... Uh-oh. Run away. Run away? How do they have so many troops? I can't take provinces unless I have a minimum of 10 war score. I'm gonna try to run away. I was hoping that making a group of just... Nope, no such luck. And I don't have 10 war score yet, so I can't make a peace. Oh, when are the Ottomans gonna get there? Probably won't survive that long, Ottomans. Wait, I won that battle? Oh, it says I won that battle. Is it because they broke off and ran away? Yeah, they retreated there. They retreated and ran away. You can retreat. I've actually never done it. I've just seen the option available before. Pretty sure they're running from this Ottoman stack. Don't blame them. So they're gonna get here on the 16th. They're gonna leave here on the 17th. I'm gonna let the Ottomans deal with that. I'm not particularly interested in it. I will take this province though. Just for war score. Not because I'm actually gonna want it. I mean, eventually I do think it is a Belarusian, or maybe... Yeah, I think it's Belarusian Orthodox, this province. Can't see it, but... I think it is. They've got to be about to lose this war with the Ottomans. Yeah, they're pretty darn close to losing the war, just straight up losing the war. 100%. So Moscow doesn't have military access with me. Apparently they don't have military access with Ryazan. So they can't get their troops over here. So there's no danger of Moscow taking this province. The danger is more Kazan taking this province. But it looks like Perm is like a serious military force at this point with more troops than I have. And they're sieging. They might make a separate peace, for all we know. I'd be fine with Perm taking a lot of provinces. It looks like they did get this province out of rebellion. They couldn't have taken that in war, or they'd have a truce, so they took this by supporting rebels. I'm probably gonna keep supporting rebels in Russia, in Lithuania, if I leave any Russian Orthodox provinces. Because I'll have a border and maybe they'll join me, or something. So there are a bunch of Ottoman troops here chasing down these Polish troops. Great. Lithuania entered into a military alliance with Hungary. Boy, the Ottomans are strong. They've taken all of Moldovia, Wachlaka, and there was another thing here, Moldovia. Well, anyway, whatever province thingy was here. Oh no, Moldova got eaten up by, must have been annexed by Poland. My bad. Moldavia. But they ate up all of Wachlaka, Wallachia, and a chunk of Hungary. Definitely a little bit afraid of the Ottomans. They're gonna be my enemies, eventually. So, let's see if you'll give me what I want in peace. No? Well, I'm sieging your capital. Eventually you won't get this 5 bonus for controlling your capital. Sorry for covering my mouth there. And then maybe they'll cave. I'm surprised they haven't caved. One of the reasons maybe they haven't caved is they have just this extraordinary ability to just get troops from nowhere. So they're walking on this province. I'm running my general up there. Something tells me he won't get there in time. Yep. Okay. Go back to sieging this province. Now they will give me this. Any gold? No. It's fine, I'm gonna take it. I don't want to be at war anymore. It's expensive. I'm definitely not taking more than these 2 provinces. My war weariness is getting... it's manageable, but any more lost battles and it would get pretty bad. Just making sure. Yeah, everyone will hate me. I got it. Yep, everyone hates me. Okay. That's fine with me. I can be hated. Go ahead and core them both. And as soon as this truce is up with Moscow, in a year, I'm gonna try to annex them before they get their ass handed to them by... because their war score with Kazan is low. It's Perm. This war score with Kazan is positive and liable to go up. Ryazan entered into a military coalition against us. Who all is in this military coalition? Looks like Tavir, Ryazan, Perm being the biggest troop contributor. I wonder what we can do about that. Probably nothing. It'll probably be best to declare on Moscow as soon as I can. Hopefully these guys will still be at war with Perm. I'm gonna keep on my... We've lost our CB against Lithuania. That's totally acceptable. All I wanted were these 2 provinces. See, I'm already suffering from pretty big overextension. How long until these are cored? It's like 6 years. Not even quite a year. And this one already finished coring. So it's... Oh, Tavir was the other one that was coring. 3 years. Regrettable. Oh, I have revolt risk across the board now? All provinces are suffering from revolt risk. That's probably brought on by, war weariness, which will decay over time. So in this 8 or so months that I have, before I can declare war, I'm gonna run these troops up there. That'll probably just be about how long it takes them to get up there. These guys are going to replenish each month. I think even the mercenaries replenish off of my manpower, so it's fine. I am losing money, however. Yeah, it's the knights that's losing me the money, I guess, but I'm gonna go ahead and lose. I really don't know. I could pick up an advisor that made me money, like this guy, and increases my global trade power. Would bump up the trade. Or this guy, who would increase my tax. Or I could disband these 2 mercenary troops. That's what I'm gonna do, to get into the positives. I won't need them as long as Perm loses some troops in this war. Doesn't look like they're losing any troops in this war. Perm, that is. Looks like they're winning. But... so we gained our CB. So truce up? Not quite. Truce isn't up for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and run these guys back over here and get in position, however. Now what to do with our diplomat? We're never gonna be friends with any of these. We go back to trying to be friends with England. How many of our diplomatic relations do we have? Yep. Hello, England. I'm picking that up not only for the alliance. Queen Jane. Love that name, Queen Jane. And she's an amazing leader too. Okay. Wonder if we could get... oh, we can't do royal marriages as a republic. I'd love to marry Queen Jane. Then her heir, if we were to make a child with her, might be of our dynasty, and then we get the dynasty bonus with them. That's pretty powerful, by the way, if you ever have the opportunity to do that. Georgia has had a 100% war score against them several times and still's alive. I don't really know what's going on there. Wow, it looks like Perm is taking names. Who would have known a free Perm would be doing so well? Really hope they don't switch religions though. That would suck. Yeah. I really think we're natural allies, but they don't, so we'll just stay their enemies temporarily. Who should we send our diplomat to is the question that I'm trying to answer right now. Guess we're gonna go and try to make an alliance with the Teutonic Order. Or at least have that option. Okay, so we're not suffering that massive overextension anymore, but the moment we take Moscow, we will. None of these are going to. Huh. I know how strong the Kazan cavalry are. It is possible that these 6 could beat these 8. I'm gonna decline this again. I still want Moscow to lose this war. If Kazan were to take this province, I would be happy. Because I'd take it from Kazan eventually, and that means that I would take less exhaustion and stuff from taking Moscow. It's not a huge rush. It's not like I can unite. It's not like I can do this Russian nation without 10 administrative technology, and I'm quite a ways away from that. I mean, it'll get a little bit better when I stop having to spend all of my administrative power on coring, but I don't know exactly what rush I'm in. Aside from that, you know, once I am able to core these, I'll be getting the income from them, and I'm just trying to... So peace was made with Crimea over here. What did they take? They had quite a bit of war score, but they didn't take any provinces. That's fine. Must have weakened them in some other way. And then they just doubt on... these greens down here. That's good. I wouldn't want them to declare on Ryazan. And that could have been something, because they have a claim on Ryazan. They have a claim on this province. They could have done that. That would have been problematic for me. So I can go ahead and pick up my improved foraging. I'm definitely going to do that. I want to get to Ivan's 100 as soon as possible. I know I'll have to get another idea group. If you remember from last time, I think I was talking about picking up something in this idea group. Quite possibly revolution and counter-revolution, because that would let me have causes valid against everyone, because I'm a republic and they're all monarchies. I also want the extra diplomat. That's not half bad. It's definitely going to be something in this category, because I have to get the 10 in this category. And I've already spent so much in this one that I could bear to catch up a little bit in military attack. I could do some sort of colonialism, but feels like later. Yeah, I'll probably pick up diplomatic ideas. The claims fabrication would have been really useful early. This might actually be a great idea to take first. In future Let's Plays, you'll probably see me beelining this idea group, because diplomats are so important early at certain nations. For example, in my Japan Let's Play, this would have been an amazing idea to pick up first. Except that I was going for colonial Japan. That being said, this would have been amazing, because if you were going for the war declaration Japan on the rest of Asia, because I think that you'd get all the CBs with the shogunate as Japan. And I talk about it in my Japan Let's Play, the more recent videos, that this is going to be what I go for next. Seems to me that it's kind of imbalanced. You just want CBs. If you're Orthodox, this gives you CBs against Catholics. They're heretics, after all. So if you just want CBs, religious ideas is a great way to get CBs. But I'm not as enthralled with this. This might be my third one. So first, second, third. This plutocratic idea is also being something that can be pretty good, with its top being reduction of technology cost, allowing me to spec into this, and then once I have the Western technology group, and also I'm getting all the neighborhood bonuses because people are ahead of me, I'll get 10 additional % off, allowing me to catch up fast. And it's not horrible either. Available mercenaries, not that useful. We've been hiring a lot of mercenaries, but we never got them down to 0. Morale, okay. Revolt risk, whatever. Merchant, fine. Production efficiency, very good. Tolerance of heathens, eh. So, we'll see. It'll probably be something from the diplomatic power idea. Wow, you are effing kidding me. This is bullshit. They managed to take this province. Which means that if I dow on them now, I'll have to take that province. Luckily, Tver... I see. This is terrible. The reason this is terrible is that none of these were pulled in by alliance. They were all pulled in by coalition. So while I'll be able to take this province in peace from them, unless all of these allow them to make peace for them, which is unlikely, I won't be able to take any of these in the peace. We'll see if we see little minuses by them. But odds seem good that that'll be the case. Who's the leader? Tavir? It was a very stupid move. Just exceptionally stupid. England, I wasn't even gonna call you. Luckily they're still at war with the Ottomans, Lithuania, because our truce is gonna be up possibly when I'm at this big war with Perm. Luckily Perm, I think, has to run all the way back over here. And then over here. I could end this war in a heartbeat if I see these being swapped to negative signs, meaning that I can't get anything out of any of these guys. I'll just occupy this province and end the war immediately. I might take their province. I might just take their gold, I don't know. The Livonian Order declared war on us. So see, they have the idea group that allows them to purge heresy. Now, this is a very important CB. It's a show superiority CB, which means that unlike you getting a ticking war score for controlling a particular province, you gain war score for winning battles. Which means that if we have any boats, we're gonna put all of our boats in port. The Livonian Order has a stronger fleet than us, and they'll go hunt down our boats. And if they win any battles, it's 80% of the battles gets the ticking war score. So that means that we just want to make sure to win any battles with the Livonian Order. Wow. The Free State of Armenia has appeared. Wild Armenians. They're now attacking this big Shiite nation, the Azerbaijanis, because the Azerbaijanis are at war with everyone, and the Armenians see this as a time to rise up against their previous oppressive overlords. No. In Japan, I was taking the obscurism, but I'm just gonna lose the prestige. So I have that everybody takes added attrition in my territory idea unlocked, which is good because everybody's taking added attrition in my land. So here's the Livonian Order. I think what I'm gonna do is occupy this province. I'll get 100% war score. We see that Ryazan is still allowing me to get Ryazan provinces in this war. But I don't want to take any more provinces in this war. I have overextension. I'm not gonna be able to form Russia anyway for a long time. I'm just gonna take this single province. Or maybe not. Actually, this could be a good time to take all the Ryazan provinces, because... Well, we'll just see. Because if you take all the Ryazan provinces and That'll only be like 10% each, and then you can still take all the gold. That's how I managed to get these guys as a vassal. They were the leaders in a war where I took provinces from someone else. We could make an alliance with... Did they kick our diplomat out? I honestly don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and improve relations with... England some more. Not that they're very good allies, but... I'm gonna leave a diplomat free as well, with the expectation that I'm just gonna peace out of this war as fast as possible. I'm not gonna worry about the Ryazan thing. Look at how many troops they have. I have 16, and they have 13 plus 8 plus 5. The Tyrannic Order, who I was gonna make an ally with, is also at war with me. So I'm just gonna take this province and peace out. I know that they'll do it too, because I'll be at 100% war score. And see that they've got their big fleet here. So if I had any ships over here, they would have killed them and had a ticking war score. As it is, all they have is blockades, not a ticking war score. So that's really pretty nice. All that said, oh, well, I'm gonna make the peace now, just to show you what I was talking about. I can do full annexation, or I can get, oh gee. Or I can get a lot of gold. And make them into a vassal. That actually seems a little bit better, although that would cost me a diplomatic relationship. Not that I have very many. Can't keep any alliances. Yeah, I'm gonna make him into a vassal. Eventually they'll like me, maybe. Who knows? You can also transfer your trade power. Whatever meager trade power they have. It's the 190 gold that really matters to me. This province isn't gonna make 190 gold in 10, 15 years. And it's gonna give me some overextension right now. Before I forget, and before I end this video, I'm going to guarantee the independence of these two places. Ryazan first. Wonder if this is a good fight. We're taking some serious attrition. It's looking pretty good. Let's see, I'm now gonna guarantee the independence of these guys too, and that should be the cap on my diplomatic relationships. I've got 2 vassals and 2 proclamations. So, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video there, but now I just wanted to show you, instead of being white or whatever, I'm getting a ticking war score from having won that single battle, because that was the only battle of the war, and is actually 80% of the war. Actually, nope. They're retreating to this place. I'm gonna go here and rout them, hopefully. I didn't want to forget. See, because they took... Actually, they didn't take that many losses. What are these quests? Mogilev? Okay. And Bryznik. Good. So those would be the ones that give me the free CBs against... I was right, Belarusi and Orthodox, by the way. I said that before. That's supposed to be the ones that gives me the free CBs against Lithuania. They're not allied with Poland anymore. Oh, they're guaranteeing the independence of Ryazan as well. Interesting. If they're guaranteeing the independence of Ryazan, and I'm guaranteeing the independence of Ryazan. No one's gonna attack Ryazan. I was really mostly afraid of Lithuania, of Crimea doing it. No one seems to be guaranteeing the independence of Moscow, though. And I think I have a CB on them. Yep. Here's my CB. So, as soon as his truce is up, that's why I said it was horrible. They were all in the coalition. I was gonna get a truce, so I couldn't declare on them, and I wasn't gonna be able to get anything from them because they weren't the leader of the coalition. Okay, so as soon as this war is over and I manage to rout these guys, by rout I mean just like kill them all off like this. 0 are left alive. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break here. I'll be right back, but you'll join me whenever you tune in.